Poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Raul Garcia. He's made sure that won't get through. He's looked long this time. Is there any support? He might not need it. On the ball's looking to shoot. That was venomous. Has a pop! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Good ball. Raul Garcia. Oh, hang on. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's one back! He was just never going to miss.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Roma get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Crunching tackle. Well, they can break here. He's left his man. Now it's Raul Garcia. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Gomez. Played out to the right. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Dashing forward at pace.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
That's a decent ball. Big chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Gomez plays it forward. Roma keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Can he find a finish now? Goes for goal! No mistake!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and...
Pella! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And that's been won straight back. Now it's Raul Garcia. Lingard looking to get on the end of this. Lingard. And he's been booked for simulation.
Well, that's just very cynical. For him to think he could get away with it is ugly on his part.
Plays it out to the wing. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, he can produce power, precision and deception, so he's not short on options.
So, the manager making the last of his changes. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Koeman! It's broken loose. Striding forward, facing goal. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. You can get that clear. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Back to the keeper and go again. Keeper goes long. That's a throw. Pizzi. Nzonzi. Roma disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's got away. Oh, it's opened up nicely for... Shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So now the difference is 3. Gomez. Aimed long and direct. And now the breakaway. Sacco did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Nzonzi goes looking. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Well, here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just...
That's surely a foul. Free kick. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. He's kept it out, just. Played back in. Ronaldo! That is wayward. Pull it. Hoists it high. Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Romario. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Looking to get with Romario! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left it...
And time is up. So, victory on the final day. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, look, Peter, no matter what the circumstances, in my career there was always a call for ending the season on a winning note, go out on a high, and then obviously a more forensic reflection can begin on what needs to be altered during the close season.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.